Yeah guys, today I'm going to show you this smart door knob with lock. I'm also going to explain why I'm going to install it. I have already a smart door knob there, but it doesn't have the features which I really need. By the way, I got this lock for free from the seller to show you all the really nice details and how it works, but it's still my honest opinion because I would never claim something which is not true. One of the super special features is here that there are 4 different ways how we can open this lock. That's absolutely amazing. So we can open it with the fingerprint, we can open it with the code, we can open it with the key, and we can open it with the app. And in general, it should be possible to install it, do it yourself. I've already installed similar locks, so usually it's not a big problem to do it yourself if you know how to use a screwdriver. We also have very long battery life of up to 270 hours. It complies with very high safety standards. So in theory, we have everything what we need, but let's take it out of the box and install it and then see how this really works. And so let's open the box. We get the instructions manual, very detailed, also with some description about how to use the app. A lot of details how to install it. And here we have it. Yeah, makes a good impression. Here the outside part with the fingerprint and the code. Here the inside where we have the battery compartment and some accessories. So get this door latch, everything what we need, but definitely not too many parts, shouldn't be too difficult to install. To access the battery compartment we have to remove this sticker here. Then we have access to the screwdriver is included, and so you have it here, you can see requires 4 standard AA batteries. The indicator how to put the batteries here outside. So here for example we have the minus, we turn it around, you can see here we have a plus, and so the plus means we have to put it like that, so the plus is then here on top. And with the minus is of course reversed, so we have the minus here on top. So easy to add, easy to remove. We can also use rechargeable batteries. Best is lithium ion of course. But we have to know that the whole lock itself is not rechargeable. There's a USB plug here inside, so when we pull it here, just normal pull it. There's a spring here inside and then we can twist it a little bit. So we can see now the key port, which you can use in emergency situation to unlock, and also the USB-C port, but that's not the charging port, it's just for emergency power. And so of course to install we have to separate these 2 sides, so we just pull it apart, don't hesitate. It had a little bit of a lock here inside, just pull hard enough and then it will separate easily. And so here's where I'm going to install the new lock. You can see I have already an old lock, but it has a huge disadvantage here on the opening side. You can see we have this nice fingerprint, which usually works really nice. But as you can see, here it's outside in the patio where we have the pool, and after swimming the fingerprint unlock is not working anymore. And so this new lock with these additional keys has a huge benefit for me here. Untightened already the screws, just the 2 screws here on both of the sides, so can take it apart here. And so let's see if we can just use the old installation with everything already here in place. Of course, if you just have the hole, then just use the new latch here. What we need to add here are these spacers. They come in 2 different lengths here in this set. Here is the long ones, we have already the screws inserted, so we remove the screws and add the spacers like that here. Also the second one doesn't have to be super tight because it will be tightened after that with the screw. Here with this lock we have electronics on both of the sides, so we have to connect these parts with this cable here. Make sure that you're using the lower opening for the cable. Here on this side it's quite centered, so it doesn't matter, but on the other side the cable is installed very low, so we are feeding it through the lower opening here. Then we align everything while having the arrow pointing up. Now connecting the cables, secure it here a little bit inside, can push it a little bit to the other side, so there's enough space. And also on this side we have this up arrow, so we align it. Okay, looks good so far. Important to hold both of the sides now because they are not secured, and now we are using these bolts here. And for that, medium size Phillips screwdriver could be very helpful. Make sure that it's a round one so you're not scratching the lock. Yeah, looks like the spacers were the perfect size here because now everything is working. Adding the second bolt here from the left side. Yeah, it's a little bit strange angle to screw, but this is how it works with all of the locks. And now that's very important. You can see there are no batteries here inside, but I can already open the door. That's super important. I've seen some complaints from other locks where they are saying that it only opens with the motor. So that would be a safety issue in case of an emergency when the battery is low. So that's absolutely perfect here. You want to have it like that. But of course, it's impossible to open it from the outside without having the battery installed and everything set up. Now adding the batteries as instructed. So we have the 2 plus diagonal and of course also the minus like that. Now adding the cover with the springs where we have the minus. I think it goes like that. And adding the screw back to secure it. By the way, there are also 2 sides here for this cover, an upper side and a downside. So when you add it the wrong way, there will be a little bit of space here. So if you have that, just flip it 180 degrees, then it will work. So now let's do the final test. Also on the outside, still not working, but now the fingerprint should work. But of course it's in the default setting, so every fingerprint will work. So we push here, you can see, opens, and now the latch is working. So we have it perfectly installed even at the first attempt. And so you download, install and open the Tuya app. Very interesting that I had already the old door knob here in this app. So we click here on the plus to add the new one, add device. I don't know if you have to activate it. Definitely can't hurt to push maybe a button here to activate it. Now it has already found it. Yeah, and so it's already connected. Click on done. And now you can see after connecting, it won't work with the default password or default fingerprint anymore. But now we can do everything. We can add codes, we can add fingerprints, we can do everything. We can also manually unlock it here or force lock it. And here we also have the member management. Of course, can't show you that here, but interestingly, it has been copying everything from the old lock, so everything is already here. We have also smart scenes possibilities, for example triggering linkage when family members go home and other stuff. And then in the more we have remote unlock, even a remote voice unlock. That's pretty cool. Or we can always unlock it, for example, if you are outside for longer time, so you don't have to use the fingerprint or the code every time. We can set the delay, lock volume, these things. Yeah, looks like it took over the old fingerprints, but they didn't work for some reason here. And so let's see how easy it is to add new fingerprints. Okay, that's a live test. That was the right thumb. Okay. And so let's see if it works. I hold it here. Yeah, worked right away. Pretty fast. Trying with another finger here to see. Yeah, definitely rejected. Exactly how it should be. Passwords can be set individually in the member management per person, but you cannot have same code. So if you want to share the same code, it works only in the temporary code as far as I can see. So we click here. And then we add the code here. What you have to know, we have to use at least 6 or maximum 10 digits. That's not only here, but also in the member management. And then you set an expiration time and date. Maximum, as far as I can see, is 10 years from now. And so it seems to work really nice, reliable. There are a few restrictions here, what I don't like too much, that we have to use at least 6 digits. But that's with a lot of locks these days, so I can't really complain. So my biggest complaint here is that we don't have any temporary deactivation method here. I think it was described in the instructions manual in the more, which was called settings in the old version. And there it was something where you could deactivate the lock for a certain time, maybe based on a time schedule, something like that. The only thing which you have is this automatic lock delay time, but the maximum is 60 seconds. In the instructions manual, we can see that probably there was an older function called free passage mode. It's a little bit small here, can't see the details, but this function is definitely not available anymore. And so on my old lock, I had something inside where I could open that just mechanically here. You can see So for example, when I wanted to spend more time in the patio outside, could open it for the whole day, and then in the evening I could set it back to automatic mode where it would be normally locked and only open with the fingerprint, or have it in full locked mode. Unfortunately, with this lock here, that's not available. That's something which I a little bit miss here. Other than that, it seems to work really reliable. And so if that's not something which you really need, then this could be an awesome thing, especially with the code here, definitely a plus here. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out and order one for you if you like. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your own experience with this lock, then just let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.